Welcome and thank you for joining me today. I've gathered you all here to talk about my favorite subject, myself. And I have in this bag a few things that are going to help me do just that. First off, I got my Notre Dame ticket to the best NCAA football team of all time. And I left a pause there for booing if you guys want to boo.
Boo!
Okay. I've been going to these games since I was like 2 years old, and I've had season tickets in the family for like 80 years. So like going to these tailgates, like all the big games, like Michigan, USC, it's always been a fun atmosphere. I love being there. And I got a grandpa who attended 48 straight seasons without missing like any games. I think he missed like 5 games because he had like a heart transplant, but pretty impressive. And I also have a cousin that played at Notre Dame. So tradition runs deep here. And then next up, we have one of my tackle boxes. This is one of the tackle boxes I use in like a backyard all the time. Just like doing like bass fishing, catfish fishing. And
What's the biggest bass you've ever caught?
my favorite fishing experience has always been Canada. We do this yearly trip every year where we take the 14-hour drive all the way up to Canada. It's like a remote cabin. And then we fish from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then we'll like cook all the fish we catch, and then play poker for like the rest of the night, and then do the same thing the next day. And we also just started doing another fishing trip every year in Wisconsin. It's like a like a musky fishing trip. And yeah, that one I've been on the water probably like 40 hours, and I don't think I've caught a single fish. But like still being up there with the family, playing poker every night, still makes those trips worth it. And next up, we have one of my snowboarding gloves. And this bag, too, is also the bag that I usually take when I go snowboarding. And I haven't been snowboarding, like, real long. I snowboarded a lot, like, as a kid up in Wisconsin. But, like, starting these last few years, I've been trying to get more into it. And last year, I actually started doing a trip to, like, Wilmot, where I'm like teaching like little kids like the basics, fundamentals and stuff, making sure they're like safe out there.
What a good guy.
Thank you. And it's just kind of getting me some more experience in the mountain while having a good time. And that leads me to my final item, a golf ball. And this specific golf ball I got at the Kapalua in Hawaii, which is like voted like year after year the most beautiful golf course in the world. It's like a really nice course, like right on the beach. It's actually kind of crazy golf in there because the greens are like angled like against the wind from the beach, and it like just messes up your putts a lot. I'm just trying to make excuses because my scoreboard was real ugly that day. But
Been there.
Thank you.
Top down the course.
But I've been golfing since I was like 7 years old. My grandpa got like instilled golf in me when I was like real young. Got me into this like Cedar Creek League out in Indiana, and that's when I started taking it more seriously. And then after that, I got some lessons from the head coach over at Prestwick, and that's from there I started working at White Hawk, which is like a country club out in Indiana. And then from there I was playing with like pros and like a bunch of random people out there that were just really cool people, like just golf people. They're always like real nice. And recently, I've been participating in a few golf outings, including one at like Cock Hill, which is where the BMW Championship is usually held. So, pretty nice course. And that's all about me. Thank you for joining me.